Willow, episode 2 titled The High Aldwin, and this episode, and sorry for the fans, it's been hot today, so I need to put the fan on, so sorry if you hear a bit of buzzing or wind blowing into the microphone, into the microphone, but this episode, I found to be a mixed bag, really. And I think it's a mixed bag mostly because of how the first episode was handling things. And how you had this big twist at the end in episode 1 where we see the baby that Willow hold and traveled with out through the entire movie, and she's all grown up and she has her own duty and she has her own sense of mission and destiny that she has to fulfill, right? And I would like, oh, this is gonna be kind of neat, and I would kind of like that type of stuff. But because it was revealed so out of the blue and felt so it didn't feel natural to happen. It just felt like, and then this happens. Why? Because! And you're just like, okay. It just feels like you just plucked that idea out of your ass, really. And so with episode 2, it just didn't felt earned, really. It didn't felt like all the events that happened out through this episode doesn't feel earned to the point I don't care. And you're thinking, I should care. You know, finding out the relationship and what happened between the movie and the show, and how, you know, Willow hold, you know, Elwing as a baby and went on this big journey, and he, you know, you would think he would be treating her like a daughter and be there with her. What has happened? And you're like, okay, that's kind of stereotypical. Okay, the queen wanted her to just be a normal kid, a normal person. Okay, no mystical magic stuff. Gotcha. I'm like, okay, that's kind of standard. I mean, I could easily figure that part out. But when it comes to her decisions and her realizing who she is and realizing what her responsibility is, there's a sense of hollowness. And I think also the reason there's a sense of hollowness is there's not really much development to her at all. Her development in episode 1 and made me go, okay, you're here now, you're part of the quest because of reasons, is that she's Princess Peach. She's your, oh, hey, I am in love, and I need to save my handsome prince away from those ghastly monsters. Ghastly monsters. That's basically her entire arc, or her entire personality in that first episode. So, adding on it, that she is this, I'm like, it doesn't add anything. It doesn't make me be interested of her as a character. It just makes me go, you just plucked that out of your ass, didn't you guys? Like, you didn't really thought, like, it just felt like a kid asking, you know, Santa what they wanted for Christmas. It just felt so like, and this happens, I would like to have this, and I would like that, and I would like that. That's what this episode, so, and it doesn't take itself seriously. That's the thing. Like, everyone talks about the MCU cracking jokes, with bad timing when to crack a joke. This show, already in 2 episodes, has a horrible trying to break the mood scenes. It just felt so, like, I'm like, why that there? You could easily cut that part out. It isn't needed. It's just there so you could go have your yucks. Willow is a mentor to her and trying to have her use her magic, and it's being taught, it's meant to be taught in a comedic way because the idea of recycling the same words over and over again and she's saying it wrong and all that. I would find that amusing if there wasn't all these other tone breakers. There's no sense of tone with this show so far. Is it trying to be comedic or serious, or what is it trying to be? And I want to like the show. I like the movie. But what has been happening with these 2 episodes is I'm like, yeah, I like it. But then the moment I start talking about it to you guys, the more problems I have. The problems just start merging out of the damn mouth, that the moment I start talking about it, and like having the fucking priest, the guard to kidnap. I'm like, that's, I don't know. You know what it is? I feel like this is gonna be an Obi-Wan effect, where we are like, someone had a plot for Willow too, but you're like, nah, let's make it into a TV show. So you're stretching it into 8 hours for no reason, even though it should have maybe be, I don't know, 3.5 hour movie. I don't know, like a 2-hour movie. You know, to pick up Willow. You know, she learns her ways. She becomes a magic, visions and all that. I should care about the visions. About, oh no, she's gonna die. You know, let's try not to make that happen. But I don't care because she's not that developed. Just saying she's that character does not make me care. It just makes me go, you should have done a better job. And that's what it is. And I don't want this. I don't want to just talk about this show and just say for several weeks straight saying, and this is a problem, like that, but you know, how they handle this is, I don't like it, none of that. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm going to, because I hope the show gets better. I really hope the show gets better, because right now I am ranting away. I'm ranting away.